Legendary commentator John Motson has passed away at the age of 77. Motson covered 29 FA Cup finals and 10 World Cups as a commentator for the BBC.
Legendary football commentator John Motson has sadly passed away at age 77. The popular broadcaster was a familiar voice over a 50-year career with the BBC after he was hired as a sports presenter for Radio 2 back in 1968. His work in the field earned him an OBE in 2001 for his services to sports broadcasting. A statement from the BBC confirming his death said, Motson covered 10 World Cups, 10 European Championships and 29 FA Cup finals for BBC Sport before retiring from the organisation in 2018. Popularly known as Motty, he had worked on Match of the Day since 1971 and commentated on almost 2,500 televised games. His big breakthrough came in 1972 when Hereford United produced a miraculous FA Cup upset against Newcastle in a third round replay, which was bumped up to the primetime slot on Match of the Day, a game remembered for his iconic commentary on Ronnie Radford's goal. He was first put in charge of an FA Cup final in 1977 as a late replacement and soon became the voice of every major final on the BBC, from Champions League to the World Cup up until 2008. During that time he oversaw a record 6 World Cup finals, his last being the 2006 tournament in Germany, as well as 29 FA Cup finals. He announced he would be retiring from the BBC at the end of the 2017-18 season, and his final match in the Gantry match of the...
Well, as a sixth form, I wanted to be John Motson, or at least I wanted his job. I was fortunate enough to get my break not too many years after that, even more fortunate for John to become a personal friend, but he has probably influenced me more than any other commentator that I listen to, both in the way that I prepare for games and in the way that I commentate. And he is quite simply a national treasure. He is part of that venerable list: Peter O'Sullivan, Bill McLaren, Dan Maskell, Brian Johnston, Henry Longhurst, John Arlott. He certainly, along with Barry Davis and Brian Moore, was one of the three voices of football as far as I'm concerned. And there will never be a voice of football again. There is too much football on television, too many commentators for anybody to have that hold and that relationship with his audience that John had.
Day was Crystal Palace's clash with West Bromwich Albion, after which he was invited onto the pitch and given a huge applause by fans.